Hey everyone, Chris Stoltz coming at you today from Sesame Place, and I'm here with my friend Chris O'Connor,
hey guys,
who has never been
first time
to Sesame Place before. They're all decked out for the Count's Spooktacular, so let's go inside and check it out. So here we have the store out front. We will get to this. You have to exit through the gift shop to get out of the park. But the outside of it is made to look like Philadelphia. This is like the Philadelphia Art Museum with characters parodying famous artworks. Like Cookie Monster, Starry Starry Night, and Rosita with the lily, the rubber duckies on top of the columns. And they look real close at the top there. You see all the characters, they're sort of like in this Grecian motif. And here we have a whole little Philadelphia neighborhood. So you can see all kinds of nice little touches they have here. There's some kids' drawings. There's Stinky the stinkweed plant, like you don't see him on the show anymore. There's a music shop. Are you impressed so far?
love it. Excellent.
We haven't even got in yet. We haven't even got inside the park yet. He's already freaking out. I think it's gonna be a good day. Check out these Sesame Street characters as pumpkins. I love these. They put these out every year. They got Bert, the Count, and Ernie over here. They actually sell these as plush, and I have the Count one. Next, they gotta sell these as plastic pumpkins that you can actually use as decor. I love how big the Count's schnoz is. This is the first time I've been here since the carousel has moved. This was a giant topiaries before, and now the carousel has been moved. This big one at the top there. I love how the horses are, kind of like Buster Grover's horse.
Yeah.
It's a nice little entranceway. You come in here and see this carousel. It's something nice for the families to do. All right, so we're gonna start off in the water park area, which is not operating right now because it's fall. But as you can see, they have like Elmo's Surf and Slide. They have like these really interesting water park attractions here. But this time of year, it's a no man's land, so you can just kind of walk around. But what they do because it's the Count's Halloween Spooktacular is they have little trick-or-treat baskets all around, so you can trick-or-treat around the park. So this booth over here, what do you have in this booth?
I would have lollipops, but if I didn't run out.
You're giving out lollipops, so they're giving out potato chips. Nothing says Halloween like potato chips.
I would have lollipops if they refilled me.
He's out of lollipops, so potato chips are the second best thing. All right, it's okay. All right, we stopped at another booth, and they have candy strips. So all right, little more Halloween-y. Weenie and doo-doo. This is a very PG-13 video all of a sudden. This is new. I don't think I've noticed this before. They have a photo up here of Ernie. Ernie's Waterworks. That's cool. So we got Ernie and Rubber Ducky in the tub there, splish splashing, saying you're the one. All right, that's fun. Another cool thing about the Halloween Spooktacular is this giant inflatable Count they put up. I mean, this thing is massive. There's part of the water slide. You can see, like, he's probably, I don't know, 25 feet tall. That's 25 feet tall. All right, so we leave the water park area, and then we kind of get into some more water park area. I was just kidding, there's still more water park. It's up there, but first, before we get there, there's like a little food area. There's a theater where they have walk around characters perform. They got barbecue, they got everything here. All right, now over here, this is the back side of the street. So we're gonna do the back side of the street before the front side because they're getting ready for one of their parades. So we'll do the back side of the street first. And there's a lot of cool hidden things over here. So here's our first one. All right, so here's the toy shop. And as you can see, there are these buttons you can press. So press the button and see who answers.
Hey, Ernie, is it almost time for the parade?
Oh, that's not what's supposed to happen. Press the combination. Or not. Oh well, I guess that one's not working. There are a couple others, so we'll see if those work. Hopefully they do, because it's kind of cool to be able to knock on the doors and hear the characters answer.
Sorry, I can't answer the door right now. I'm cleaning my bottle cap collection.
Is anybody else in there?
Have you seen Rubber Ducky?
Any more?
Oh, sorry. I was just finishing this week's episode of Pigeons in Space and didn't hear you ring. Have you seen my pigeon, Bernice? Oh, Bernice!
Wait. Pigeons from space? Should that be pigeons in space? Like I said, they're getting ready for the parade, so we're gonna sneak around before it begins. Speak of the man of the hour, there's the Count's 1-2-3 Splash Castle. Again, during the season, all these buckets spill over and splash kids. It's a really cool thing. You can do these water slides. I rarely come here when it's the summer though, because it's just too crowded and it gets crazy, and you know, I'm just here for the merch anyway, so it's okay.
Is there an age limit for the water carts?
I don't believe so. I think you'd be a toddler. I think you just have to have like, make sure you have your swimming trunks, let's say, on. They don't want any, they don't want you leaving things behind, so to speak. I'd be a little weary of Rosita's Kool-Aid. It's 5 cents a glass. I'm not sure what kind of high quality material she's using if she's only selling it for 5 cents a glass, and it looks a little funky. Over here at Grover's Monster Midway, you can win one of these giant stuffed animals. I mean, Chris, what, don't you want to put that into plane with you? Like you'll have to buy a whole other seat just for that giant Cookie Monster.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
I mean, I don't know what you mean. I mean, any flight attendant, anyone gives you a hard time, you just tell them to scram. Chris, so what are your reactions so far? What do you think about the rides? What are you thinking about this place?
It seems more like a fun fair than a theme park. There's no sort of digital interactive shows or anything that go inside. It's just all these sort of fairground rides.
Yeah, I mean, it's more for kids to like exert energy rather than like relax.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see, you know, a dark ride, a 3D attraction. I would definitely see that. But you know what I don't want to see here? A blue bird of happiness, because that means they've kidnapped Big Bird. So I definitely don't want to see any of the, you know, El Sleazo Cafe, whatever,
No,
the Sleaze Brothers. I don't want to see any Sleaze Brothers rides here, because that means Big Bird's probably held captive in one of the back areas, and we don't want that. Over here we have Cookie's Monster Land, and this is like for little kids. So you're talking about age limits. This is where the little kids get to like have fun. There's a disco-inspired tea party ride thing over there. There's like this Cookie Monster pirate ship thing. Not that this park is for adults or older children, but this is where the little kids get to play. So I was just telling Chris, this area was originally the opening of the park. This was the original main part of the park when it opened. And there was all kinds of mazes and climbing rides and all kinds of, and you said they call them what?
Soft play.
Soft play.
So it's a bit like a fun house with big foam blocks and balls that people can jump around on.
They definitely had balls here because they didn't use any of that soft stuff. We had to bang into it with our own heads. No soft play here. It was, oh, here's a wall, boom. Oh, hey, Ma. Now things have changed dramatically, but yeah, they weren't called soft play for a reason back in the day. All right, so this is new out here. This is where the carousel used to be, and now you can see it's the 1-2-3 playground with all these cool Sesame topiaries, a giant new like playground area with these like weird butterflies for shade. That's new. It's very loud because they're getting ready for the parade, like I said, but cool to see this area revitalized. They do a really good job with these topiaries. I mean, that's not a real topiary, that's a statue, but some of the other topiaries were real and they were really well done. All right, so now we've come to my favorite part of Sesame Place, Mr. Hooper's gift shop, once known as Mr. Hooper's Emporium, but I guess the kids didn't know what an emporium was, so they had to dumb it down and call it a gift shop. So let's enter here. Another nice piece of the fact that they're doing the parade right now is that the store is fairly empty, which is good. But they have all kinds of great stuff here. I mean, I've always been looking for a limited edition set of chicken Caesar salad and mozzarella sticks. Here we have the plush. We got Gabrielle. We got Ernie, of course, Bert, the new classic character. Like a couple years ago, they're still selling Guy Smiley. He's back. You don't see Guy Smiley merch much at all, so that's cool to see. The count. It's a cool count. That's nicely done. That is one nicely done count puppet. Yes, I know I've already used that joke. You're hearing it probably more. It's okay. Get used to it. If you act fast, it's 50% off all the 2024 dated items like this statue and snow globe, t-shirts, and more. You can commemorate your 2024 visit to Sesame Place for half off. Pretty good deal. So Little Bird is this year's classic character, and if you don't have that, you should definitely get that because it is a one-to-one, as you can see, scale replica of the Little Bird itself. That is really well done. The sculpt is good, really good. The stitching and everything is like perfect. He was part of an Ideal toy commercial back in the 60s before Sesame Street aired, and that's where he kind of got his name from. He was a character before Big Bird even. This is new. They actually are carrying these Sesame Street Super 7 action figures. That's neat because they have Lefty, Bert, Ernie, Guy Smiley again, Oscar, Cookie Monster. Very, very cool. I was surprised to see these here. Like usually they don't sell this kind of stuff, but glad to see some of the adult collectors can get their Sesame Street fix as well. Here we have another section of 50% off merch, including the Snuffy Squishmallows and Telly. It's a cool Telly Squishmallow as well. See, that you can actually use on the plane because you can use it as a pillow, for real. Like
Neck pillow.
Yeah. Or again, you can tell them to scram. Like I said out front, here are the plush versions of the Sesame Street characters as pumpkins. So there's Bert, there's Ernie. I don't see the Count. Oh, there's Elmo. The Count one's the best one. I don't see him, but I do have him in my collection. Super, super cool. I have him in with my my Halloween stuff because where else am I going to put it out during the year? Or else people think I'm weird. People may think I'm weird if I put
never.
a Sesame Street item out not in Halloween. It's like a Halloween obviously item. I mean, oh, there's Abby. That's a cool one. I mean, they wouldn't think I'm weird for any other reason than that, right? Here we have the whole section of classic character plush. So there's the Barkley plush, last year's Alice plush, the re-released two-headed monster plush, and of course the Little Bird. It sounds like I'm saying littering bird, like he's littering. I mean, he's littering this area because there's so many of them, but Little Bird, wow, I was not expecting this. They actually have the giant Super 7 Super Grover action figure that's like $300 or something. It's massive. I'm shocked that they have this here at the park. I was not expecting to see that. That is really cool. I would totally get that if it wasn't $300. All right, now that the parade is over, we can check out the street itself. Got the subway, we got the newsstand. Of course, it's never open. They never have what I want because they're always on a perpetual break. They always say they'll be back, and they're never back. I love the newspapers they have here. The Sesame Street Daily, the Dixie Chickens are headlining the Sesame Street Music Festival. This one's a small but mighty, a flying victory. Dial G for Grouch. That's cool. The Snack Times, Fuzzy Fashion. They got all the classic magazines and newspapers here. But like I said, I would totally buy these exclusive periodicals, but they're never here. But hopefully they'll be back soon. So Chris, I mean, didn't you know this is where they actually shoot Sesame Street? They come out here, they close the park, they shoot right here on this real street. This is the real deal.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, here we come to the classic piece of Sesame Street. The classic thing you see is the 1, 2, 3 stoop, and of course, Big Bird's Nest. I love how a couple years ago they changed Hooper's store up a little bit and put the newer, modern kind of signage here. It's very, very cool. They do a great job here at Sesame Place. Gotta love it. So I was telling you, I love how there's all kinds of great little hidden details right here. Like they have Big Bird's original Mr. Hooper drawing up there. Of course, at Big Bird's Nest, you have the old classic Big Bird mailbox. They really put the time and effort into the details in the park, which is nice. Over here at Hooper's store, there's also another drawing of Mr. Hooper, as well as public telephone and available Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi logo is the Sesame Street signpost. Isn't that cool? And always remember, if you're shopping for groceries, to always get loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. Loaf of bread, container of milk, and a stick of butter. Buy 2, get 1 free. Don't forget. And as always, today's specials are bird seed smoothie, seeded roll, and butter, cookies and cream, thick shake. And at the laundromat, drop off, same day service. And at the bicycle shop, they sell bicycles. But you know what they don't have here? The Fix-It shop has been replaced with the laundromat, I think, in the bicycle shop. You know, we're old school fans. We want the Fix-It shop back. All right, Chris, so you've seen the stoop, get your picture taken. Now you gotta, you know, knock on the can and see if Oscar's home. Now, I would ring his doorbell. I think you gotta ring the doorbell.
Hey, why don't you go bother somebody else? I'm sleeping here.
God, Chris, I mean, come on.
I love trash. Oh no, it smells like Cookie Monster and Gonger are cooking something delicious again. Ah. Who's knocking on my can?
Me.
Whoever that is knocking better be grouchy.
I think he's too nice for that. All right, Oscar, we'll let you sleep and get back to your milkshakes and mud baths and whatever else you got going on there. We'll mosey back down the street and see what other kind of friendly neighbors we can meet. Of course, there's the Cookie Monster and Gonger's foodie truck, which is run by our friend and Gonger's helping hand, Warwick Brownlow Pike. So Warwick, if you're watching, make me a sandwich. All right, over here we have Oscar's Wacky Taxi, which is a really cool old school style wooden roller coaster ride. And what I love on this section of the park is this piece over here. It's actually the back of the store. So we saw the front of the store when we walked in, how it had like that neighborhood look. This is like around the corner, literally around the corner from the 90s version of Sesame Street. So you have the Furry Arms Hotel with Benny the Rabbit, who you've never seen in like 30 years, right? With the 3 little pigs over there, Gladys the cow, Bernice. Look at the 2-headed monsters have checked in for a visit or so. They did a lot of really cool stuff here. Here we have Biff and Sully's construction. Of course, out to lunch. We got a pizza restaurant. They've been painting and doing construction for over 50 years. They have a rooftop garden up there. I never noticed that before. Rooftop garden. There's Sesame Street Post Office. You have Fulbroware for all occasions. Specializing in monsters, fairies, and Grouch attire. And Mumford. Mumford's attire over there. Slimy in his special Dubinair tux. Look at that. I mean, very, very cool. All right, well, maybe inside the store, maybe we can find you a slimy tux. I think you look good in a slimy tux.
Slimy tux.
And by a slimy tux, I didn't mean it to be like slimy. I want a very small tux, so you like only get your pinky in or something. That's all you. That's it. That's it. All right, so that's gonna do it for our look inside the park. The next thing is, of course, the giant Sesame Street store, which is the world's largest Sesame Street store. So, all right, we're done with the park. Let's go check it out. Before we exit, I forgot, there's actually a little more of the around the corner stuff back here on the side of the store. So you got Sherlock Hemlock. They make you look for Sherlock Hemlock. There's a penguin reading the newspaper. There's a polar bear having coffee. And all the way in the end here, there's a honker. That's really cool. And some jailed children apparently as well. Okay, so now we're actually gonna go into the Sesame Place store itself. Don't enter this side, only enter that side. All right, here we go. So Chris, you know, this is the world's largest Elmo plush, made by, I think, Just Play, and they made this for Toy Fair and had nowhere else to put it. So they're like, can we put it here at Sesame Place? So the world's largest Elmo plush. I mean, it's pretty large. You can definitely see it like in relation to the rest of the store here. I mean, it's just incredible. But yeah, they didn't just say something. There should be a plaque here that says world's largest Elmo. Because how else would you know what this is? I mean, it's very large, but would you know what's the world's largest? I don't think anyone else knows that. Unless they watch these videos and we tell them, then they know. Otherwise, how else in the world would they know this information? All right, so we bought stuff at Mr. Hooper's, but not anything in the big store because the line was just insane in there. But it's all right. This is Chris's first time ever at Sesame Place. What was your reaction here? What do you
Brilliant.
think?
Worth a visit for any fan. And the shop and the merch is great.
Yeah, they do a really good job with the merch here. Well, unfortunately, we could not find any Sesame Place branded like magnets or stickers or anything or pins, which is kind of
something with a logo on it would have been really nice.
Yeah, they used to sell
nothing.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Sesame Place, if you're watching, and I know you are, get on that. Get some more Sesame Place branded items because friends like these that come a long way, all the way across the pond to be here, that's what they're looking for. And unfortunately, you did not have any, so you didn't buy that stuff, which you would have bought if you had it available. As you saw, Chris picked up a classic character plush of Little Bird, as well as a set of PVC figures featuring classic characters such as Barkley, the Two-Headed Monster, Snuffy, Grover, Telly, and the Yip Yip Martians. While I picked up this annual pass holder exclusive Snuffy cup, which I didn't realize is actually metal and not plastic. After our trip to Sesame Place, we made a stop at a 4-foot prune where I picked up this Junior Toys business-suited Kermit plush released in the late 90s / early 2000s. It's really well made. The briefcase is actually leather. His tie has a fly pattern on it. He's wearing these great little suspenders, and the phone is Velcro, so you can remove it. And that's gonna do it for this video. I wanna thank Chris once again for coming to visit and for letting me take him on a tour of Sesame Place. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite item from this video was. Please be sure to follow us on all our social media channels, and I'll see you next time. Weenie and Doodoo. This is a very PG-13 video.